This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Gorillaz Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is Gorillaz, and this is the sound of faith on fire.
They renamed the nations. They put chains on the body, then chains on the mind. But Yah said, rise, and you cannot stop what Yah ordains. This is a world of lies, and the truth is walking in the open now. Thousands of years, they buried the name, rewrote the history, rearranged the frame, took a holy nation, stripped them of their tongue, told them they were nothing before they were young. Ships in the water, chains on the wrist, said, yeah, I don't see you, put them on the list. Built a whole religion, dressed it up in white, called the darkness holy, called the bondage right. The scrolls don't lie, the prophecy stands, Deuteronomy 28 written by his hands. Every curse that fell was a covenant sign that the people in the darkness were his people all the time. They fought to keep the secret locked behind the door, but the awakening is louder than it's ever been before. You can hate what's rising, but you cannot stop the light. When Yah said rise, we rise. When Yah says fight, we fight. This is a world of lies, built on stolen thrones and stolen lies. This is a world of lies, where they dress the devil up and call him wise. But the truth is breaking through the disguise. You can't hide what Yah has opened up our eyes. This is a world, this is a world, this is a world of lies. They turned up the music to drown out the truth. They put it in the schools, they went after the youth. Every false religion, every man-made creed was entertainment for the flesh, not a spiritual seed. They changed Yahushua's name and changed his father's too. Said the Hebrew doesn't matter, said the Greek will do. But every name has a meaning, every title has a weight. In the name above all names, they tried to desecrate. Isaiah 5:20, I know what Yah said. Whoa, woe to those who call evil good before the judgment falls on their head. They renew their hatred when we started to see, because a nation that knows who they are can never be kept on their knees. But Yah is greater, Yah is higher, Yah is sovereign over all. He promised he would gather every last one from the fall. This is a world of lies, built on stolen thrones and stolen lies. This is a world of lies, where they dress the devil up and called him wise. But the truth is breaking through the disguise. You can't hide what Yah has opened up our eyes. This is a world, this is a world, this is a world of lies. Yahushua said, watch, the days of Noah coming back around, eating, drinking, marrying, until the flood came down. Matthew 24, read it line by line. Wars and rumors, nation against nation, every sign. False prophets rising, saying they know the time. Religion is the stage and the flesh is the design. This is the darkness that has come to the light. This is what they hid for 1,000 years a night. But Yah said rise, and the dead bones came alive. You built a world of lies, but the truth will survive. Keep its hatred, keep its systems and its games. We are coming out of Babylon. Revelation's call. We don't need their validation. We don't need their applause. We serve the Elohim of Israel, and we walk within his laws. We are the seed of Abraham. We are the tribe of the Most High. We are the people of the covenant, and we will never ever die. This is a world of lies, built on stolen thrones and stolen lives. This is a world of lies, where they dress the devil up and call him wise. But the truth is breaking through the disguise. You can't hide what God has opened up our eyes. This is a world. This is a world. This is a world of lies. This is a world of lies. Woo, woo. The truth will rise. Woo. This is a world of lies. Every lie has an expiration date. Yeah, I set that date. The nation is rising. The scrolls have been unsealed. In this world of lies is running out of time. Yeah.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. My name is, here we go again, man. Come on now. Oh, did the wrong thing. Hold on just for a moment. There we go. Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. I'd like to say shalom to Sister Jennifer Crick, Sister Cynthia, as well as Brother Robert. Yes, gotta scroll up a little bit. Sister Padia, shalom, shalom, as well as Sisters Anita. I'm glad you brothers and sisters came in today. And we're looking at the movement of this world. I got a couple of videos with this stuff. I think, to me, it's important. I remember when, what's that dude's name? Charlie Kirk, when he was deleted. And I always said, in order for a system to get its point across, they would sacrifice their own people, and then at the same time make like somebody else did it in order to get something moving. But that didn't work. They got, they got the speeches and things of that nature. Yeah, you got the emotion that was out there and things, but it didn't pop off the way they wanted it to pop off. Now, hold on. Let me do it this way. All right, cool. I'm doing pretty good, Brother Robert. Starting to see the system a whole lot different. The system is moving. That's without a doubt. It's moving. And it's at the same time, it's concerning. Not fearful, but concerning. Because when it's all over said and done, it's going to have, We all are going to be involved in some type of fashion, form. We will be involved. Unwillingly, yes, off the top. You're going to be involved because you woke up. When you woke up, their renewed hatred. It's like they took a whole new vow. There was another dimension of hate that they unfolding in, and they're blatant about it. That's what I'm seeing. And it's very concerning. Because now, man, woman, and child. And when I say man, woman, and child, this system is not caring anything about who get caught in the crossfires. They're looking for their will to be done. And this is where I would say that we, as an awakening people, this awakening, it is a beautiful thing. And at the same time, it is a very cautious walk. You can't walk the way you used to walk. You cannot continue to go on believing the way you used to believe, especially that of Christendom. A lot of things that we thought were some things they devoted to voodoo. A lot of things. It's, oh, no, you don't want to do that, so-and-so, so-and-so. Brothers, if you go into the book of Tobit and you look into that book and you, this is just off hand. I don't, what is it, Tobit chapter 9? But anyway, one of the wicked spirits had a crush on one of Yah's servants until she was married 7 times, but she never was able to consummate her marriage with the husband, because that demon will kill the husband that night, because this demon had an infatuation with her. Now, this is in the book of Tobit. Now, along in that book, there was an angel that was sent to this brother who was going out there to marry her, and so this angel was telling him what to do, but he did not know there was an angel who was walking with him. But the angel told him what to do. He caught a fish and all this stuff and things of that nature. But when it was all over said and done, the angel told him to take a part of that fish. It was a certain part of it, and he told her to burn it and let the smoke fill the room. But whatever what the angel had told him to do, he did it. And that wicked demon, he fled. But this angel chased him down and bound him. Now, the powers that be, and I'm talking about Christendom, they've used, hold on. Yeah, Sister Cynthia. Hold on, let me do it this way. That's another casting line. This is what our people did. This is what our people did. For they took what we did, our forefathers, and they claimed it as spiritism from wicked spirits. They understood the power that was in it, but they had to lie to us. They had to lie. It was a necessity that they lied and put us in, because truthfully, our forefathers, due to their disobedience, put us in a fearful state. Because what? One, we did not have the Most High. We was in a world all by ourselves, but not totally unequipped. Because the scriptures clearly states, like the Most High said, I will not totally abandon my people Israel. But we went through we went through some things. We went through it. The Most High was not going, he was not going to let us go unscathed, even though we had nothing to do with the conversation of our forefathers. He was not going to let us go unscathed, and to which we went through it. Shalom, shalom, Sister Linda Cross. I'm glad you came in, sis. So my point of saying that, as well as, shalom, shalom, Sister. I tell you, when they put the words together, I tell you, I got to break it down. If it was broken, I'm accustomed to the words. Shell, what in it? Sister, I am sorry. I do not want to mess up your name. Sister Sheila, I can't get the last one. Sister Sheila, I'm glad you came in. But this is what they did. And now here we are, brazenly standing up as a people based on faith, scripture, and the Most High Spirit. Because you're not going to stand. You're not going to stand up on your own accordance. It's not going to happen. You're going to stand by means of his spirit. And a lot of brothers and sisters are doing it. If you want to talk about another movement, brothers and sisters, this awakening now, no, it gained some strength. That's off the top. It has gained, excuse me, it has gained strength. We're talking about not just here in the United States, we're talking about South America, Canada, the UK, and Africa. The movement is moving. And it's just not our movement now. We got to understand this. Why? This movement, this one that's moving, that movement is demonic. Brothers, I'm going to show you all a video. And I have always said, and I was talking about Charlie Kirk and the person, whoever's supposed to have been, taking this man's life. I have always said, what if they wanted to move a certain group of people to act out? They needed that predicament to happen in order to light a flame up under a certain group of people to get them moving. Brothers, this is Satan's system. Sisters, this is his system. Whatever he got to do to get it moving, he's going to do it. His people are his people. If he wants to activate them, he has all the power in the world to do just that. Because you woke up and you standing with a strength that Satan hasn't seen in a very long time. And truthfully, it's kind of unbelievable to him to see in a people he was able to manipulate, to keep in a fear, to teach a false doctrine. And then at the same time, the Most High said, rise. We rose up and we started to drop everything that was about religion, like it was it was a bad habit. We started to drop it. And that was quick, fast. It was in a hurry. That's what we did. We had a determination. And now the devil can't take that. It was in the book of Revelation. It said he went off to wage war to remain the ones of the woman's seed. He went away. He was upset. And if you can see him upset at that particular time, he got to be absolutely just dumbfounded to what's going on right now with this flesh and blood rising up, claiming, holding on to a faith of to who we are. He can't take that. And so what do you think? This is the reason why the Most High said, Jacob saved out of it. That is the great tribulation. Brothers, we've been in a tribulation for a very long time. Jacob's trouble, we've been in it. Let's just start it. 70 CE. Let's just go back. That's how far we can go back and look at our trouble. Then, 70 CE, Jerusalem was destroyed. We were scattered. Only to a certain degree. We only got scattered because our home, there was no more foundation. There was no more mighty walls. And more importantly, that's when the Most High left Jerusalem. That's when he left. We got scattered. We started looking for safety. We poured down into southern or mid Africa. That's what we did. That's what history shows. And then the trouble was not over with. Hey, they put us on boats. They put us on boats. And then we went all these different countries. Shalom, shalom, Sister Angela. I'm glad you came in, sis. But then at the same time, brothers, do you remember this? Yahushua said to his disciples that the Holy Spirit was going to come upon them and to instruct them, and to which he did. But why, when that Holy Spirit came upon our forefathers, why were they all speaking different languages? Why were they speaking different languages? Those were Hebrews. They never been to any other lands. They never been there. But if you look at us right down to this very day, and this is the thing that blows me, it gets me. Where am I at right now? No, just last week I was back in Pennsylvania. Matter of fact, I was in Pennsylvania. Where am I at now? I'm in Ohio, Cincinnati. But when I was there, I thought these brothers were just brothers, and I'm thinking they speaking English. No. They was brothers, but they were speaking Spanish. They were speaking Spanish. And the brother literally had to go get a translator because truthfully, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought he was, black. Well, he was a Black American, put it that way. But he was not. But that was right there that showed us. We was going to be scattered. And we are to this day scattered, speaking the language of the world. That's who we are. That's exactly who we are. Now, in this world, this world has a problem with this awakening. It has a problem with it. They understand it. Your movement, your belief, brother. You want to talk about? Let's just go back. Let me just step back a little bit. When we was in religion, they had us stuck. They did. Oh, please. We was not out there. Let me do it this way. As a child, coming up as a Jehovah's Witness, the spell was heavy. The spell was very heavy. Till it got to a point where they spoke against further education, truthfully. Now, the only one that fell for that spell was blacks. You might think, I'm talking about coming up as a Jehovah's Witness. We didn't go to college. We didn't. But the little white kids in the congregation, man, it's like they heard that and that went in the ear and right on out. Those parents of the white kids had their kids going to college. We didn't do it. We thought we was doing something holy. This is the spirit that was, truthfully, that was global. That was global. And I never will forget, I read up on a friend. We grew up together, and I never forget it. And she pulled me to the side because I went down south to visit at this particular time. I was living in Chicago. Me and my son went down to visit. And she said to me, Mike, you remember how they told us that, going to college was worldly and things of that nature? I said, yeah. I said, but look here, check this out. I went to a trade school. Let that nonsense ride that they was talking. And that's how I was looking at it. And she was upset because at this particular time, I think we was close to being 30 years old. And she was looking, she said, you know what, Mike, I could have went to college, had a degree. Right now, I'm living check to check or whatever the situation was. She was upset. And she was not the only one. There was a whole lot of Black kids at that particular time looking back at their lives and then looking back at the people that was telling them what they should not do and things of that nature. And we fell for it because it is a spell. And that's what it was or is to this very day. That movement is movement. But don't get me wrong. Some brothers woke up from that. They woke up from that. But this was across the board. It just wasn't with Jehovah's Witnesses. We're talking about Christendom, period. When it dealt with, and I'm just not talking about Christendom as you have, you may be a church that can be an interracial church. It was only the Black ones in that church that was going to be affected by it. That's a known fact. When I say Black, I'm talking about Israel, the sleeping Israelites. And that's exactly what we were. We were asleep. We was comatose. We was in a coma that was unbelievable. Because if you go back and you look at some of your family members and you talk to them, it's like, man, please. They think they're on the road to life, not knowing that they're on that broad road that's leading out to destruction. It's too wide. There's too many things to do. It's the reason why the Most High said broad road. They got a whole lot of sins on that road. Cramped and narrow is the road leading out to life. That's the Most High forgiving you of your sins, your transgressions of this narrow road. Sister Cynthia. Oh, Sister Cynthia. And they used it like a purity pimp. I'm talking about with stacks and bell bottoms and everything on it. That's how they roll with it. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you what they some of the things. And it's sad though, because they use scriptures to keep brothers and sisters in line. They use the scriptures. Oh, one of them was talking about one of the scriptures speaking on giving the elders double honor and things of that nature. But I tell you, brothers and sisters, that was the worst time because we at that particular time, we didn't want to come off that we was being disobedient to the Most High. That's one thing we did not want to come off. But deep down inside your mind, you're like, something is not right with this. Something was not right. It was not right. And then as time went on, truthfully, the kids started fading away from churches Because they were saying, oh, wait a minute, you saying we shouldn't do this here, but you doing this here and you doing that there. The preacher, please. People in the the churches, and these kids were seeing this stuff. They were like, well, you say this here, but you doing that there. What? And so, hey, but who should say you will know my people by the fruits that they display. And that display was put on, it was put out there before the world. But now this movement, brothers and sisters, let's do this here. You want to talk about a person coming in and taking your love for granted? Hashatan, Satan, Azael, whoever you want to call him, that wicked spirit, he's that one. But this particular movement that he's doing right as we speak to this very day is one that is like, he's stirring up the Most High. He's stirring him up. This is the worst time and the worst conversation that he can have with the Most High. The worst. Now let's just go back to the beginning. I mean, what? He came up against the Most High and his authority. That's what he did. It was a reason why the Most High gave Adam and Eve the choice. He told them, do not mess with this tree over here, of good and bad. But there was two trees, though. There was a tree of life. You know, Satan was already, he went rogue already now. Let's not even misunderstand that. He went rogue. He took his roguishness and he applied it to Adam. What? No. Let me stop that lie. He applied it to Eve. That's what he did. He applied it to Eve. He wove it in the flesh. But it was not complete. That circuit was not complete. He knew he could not go to Adam. Adam got the law from the Most High. He knew, all right, if I go before him, he gonna shoot me down. Then all they gonna do is renew his spirit and renew his wife's spirit. Yes, the devil was very cunning. He went straight to Eve. The scripture says, yes, she was thoroughly deceived. I mean, what? He deceived a third of the angels? But the thing about it, it did not stop the Most High. It did not. He was looking at a picture that the devil could not even attempt to view or understand. That's one thing the devil could not do. But the devil stepped in between Adam and Eve. All right, yeah, they did what they did. And we still, when it's all over said and done, we still got to respect our forefathers, period, or foreparents. And so that situation happened. That was one. Then we go through history. In the days of Enoch. And this got to a point where the Most High said he was hurt to his heart. And he felt regret that he made man. You let that sink in, brothers. He felt regret because all of the wickedness that was going on in the world, he felt hurt. He gave all his creatures, angels, humans, free will to choose. He didn't make a mistake. That's one thing the Most High did not do. He did not make a mistake. But the devil came in, plant his deception, dirt, until it got to a point where the Most High said, you know what, this is out of control. Out of control. And it was. But he found Noah and his sons, his family. So now Satan did what he did. The Most High brought that flood about. Noah and his family was saved through it. Now we can't keep going through history. We keep on going down. Then it came to, who is this? Let's go to Job. The devil went up there before the Most High. He approached his throne again with a complaint. He came and did what he needed to do to Job. Job was laying there, but brothers and sisters, when it's all over said and done, Job was laying there, but naked and sick at the same time, all at the same time. Coming from a person of, I'm not talking about power. When I say power, I'm talking about he had a reverent fear of the Most High. 10 kids. He had money. He had money. He had money, but he did not let that money supersede him. He always stuck with the Most High, and his faithfulness was put to the test. But the Most High allowed that conversation to go on. He allowed it to go on. That's what he did. Took his 10 kids. We ain't talking about having a funeral for one for 10 days. We talking about one day, 10 kids. And he was so broke. What? And nowadays, and now at times, 10 kids? And the funeral costs? Please. But Job did not feed into it. Although he did not understand what was going on, and the Most High did not give him any type of warning. This was going to happen and things that he did not have not one clue. He didn't. Now, mind you, brothers and sisters, hold on to Job. Hold on to Adam and Eve. Hold on to the days of Noah. Because you're going to see exactly how this led up to you right down to this very day. And the Most High spoke about you before you even existed. Matter of fact, the Most High spoke about you before Job was put to the test. This demon, this devil, is pushing boundaries that is unbelievable. That's what he has done. And this last one, oh, brothers, please. When you brothers and sisters look at the, how many of you all remember? But before it was called the BET Awards. They just called it the Music Awards. I mean, back when I was a child. And so, I mean, and BET used to be owned by a black man. It used to be owned by a black man. Now, BET, he sold it for like, I think it was like $1 billion or something like that. Okay. The Rev 29s, they bought it. They bought it. They purchased it. You would think that they, you know what, we're going to slow this thing down. We're going to dismantle BET. That was not going to happen. And I'm not speaking like as if black people was giving power to BET. I'm not speaking on that notion. No, not one red cent. They seen something more sinister with it. They knew exactly who these people were. The entertainers. The ones who could leave a hum in your ear and you'd be like bobbing to it. Who could put words together and have you just sitting down there mesmerized? Who can do a move and have you just looking and gazing at them? The devil knew this is Israel. That's what he knew. And he knew he was going to fashion them in a way and throw them right in front of the Most High's face. And that is exactly what he's doing right down to this very day. This is that last one. This is diabolical. His movement that he's pushing in front of the Most High. And you think the Most High will sit there dormant? Israel? You think the Most High is going to take that nonsense that the devil is pushing right as we speak into his face. Now, the devil took the discipline that the Most High put upon his people and reversed it. That's all he did. You're coming out of the hood. You're talking about all the struggles that you go, brothers and sisters. You brothers and sisters know exactly what we went through and going through. But when this awakening came, we understand why we went through what we went through and what we may be going through right as we speak. But how he maneuvered it. He kept us away in the fields, hot and bothered, frustrated, poor, broken down, being mistreated, misled. He took all of that and swooped in, because like he was an angel of light. That's what he did. And it's to the point, brothers and sisters, if you start looking at this music award, especially BET, what's the last word they come up with? And they talk about, this is our culture. Oh, when he did that, and he got our people thinking, this is our culture. And that culture, brothers and sisters, is anything of that of the devil. You got brothers walking around here with heels on, and they putting that part of the culture. This is what the devil has brought about. And he's claiming it's like he's mocking the Most High with his own people. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm the only one that's seeing it, I readjust my eyes. That's what I'm seeing. Entertainment, he knows the world loves these people. He just had to flip it, twist it, degrade it. In any type of fashion he needed to do it, he has done it. Trendsetters, he knew who they were, who we were. And he's pushing it, brothers and sisters, as if there is no tomorrow. That's what he is doing right as we speak. This is a very dangerous position for the system. And this is the reason why the system is going the way it's going. They call us African Americans and things of that nature. Brothers, when it's all over said and done, no, you are a trendsetter, whether it's going to be good or it's going to be bad. And the devil is all about your flesh, their flesh. And that's all he's about. And this is what he is doing right as we speak. Now, you want to take all the instance. He has brought things to the Most High. This is the last one, brothers. This is that one that can get his head cracked open. Of course, now you're talking about a people that he loves, but at the same time, the devil, he's calling the Most High out. What you going to do with these people that's sinning? The Most High has the power to forgive. Now, how the devil is moving, brothers and sisters, truthfully, we only can go so far with the devil. We can't get inside his mind. And truthfully, who wants to dip off into that? Because you dip into it, you may not come up out of that one. But the devil and these fallen angels that's roving about in the earth, seeing you brothers, Sister Cynthia, Sister Patty, Brother Robert, all you brothers and sisters that's woke, and you're maintaining a different type of spirit. And they know that this spirit here, this spirit that you maintain, hold on, here we go again. Hold on. Did you ever? No, I ain't gonna do that. Okay. that you're maintaining, you bringing some fear in them. That's what you're doing. You got a fear in them that they're not even trying to they're not even trying to entertain that, because your spirit can damage their spirit off the top. What do you think, Sister Cynthia, an African born in America? Yes. And don't get me wrong now, Sister Cynthia. You got some individuals that, well, I'm gonna say it this way: the devil is using any and everything to bring in any type of distraction. You know, I was looking at the video, and this one guy was saying he's not an African, and so one brother, he was trying to reason with him. He was like, "But where you from then?" And so he said, "No, I'm an American." He said, "You're trying." What he was saying in so many words: you're trying to be something, be a part of something that you are not, and what you are a part of, you're not claiming. Because when it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, that's what some of the individuals are going to be battling with. Shalom, shalom, Sister Melody. I'm glad you came in, sis. Happy to see you now. How you been holding up? This is the situation to which we're dealing with right as we speak. There's a movement, wicked and spiritual. That movement is happening right as we speak. Now, you know what? Let me do this here. Let me get this video. And you brothers and sisters, this is a wicked system. This is a wicked system. Hold on just for a moment. Let me get this man, I tell you, let me get this thing set up. Share, let me not share screen.
United States is about.
Hold on just for a moment. Let me see. All right, there you go. All right, hold on just for a moment. Let me pull it back up.
To go off and fight for the pedophiles at the top. That's right. An intelligence leak has come through. The reason that Joseph Sumar relieved his duty of the USS West Virginia nuclear submarine was because he was approached by Pete Hegseth and the higher ups in the Pentagon to carry out this mission, and he refused. He flat out told them that he refused to carry out that mission, that he would not drop bombs on American soil when there was no threat. This is what's coming. Just as the Black Swan event that happened in 9/11 was portrayed and perpetuated, was done by Israel and the United States so that they could attack Afghanistan and blame Osama bin Laden. None of that was true. Just as none of this, which they are saying on the news about Iran saying that they are planning to attack U.S. soil with nuclear weapons. That is all a false flag. It is a false flag created by the United States government. This is what's coming. But the United States government has relieved that nuclear submarine commander, and the new one will definitely drop the bomb on American soil. This is what's coming. Do not be.
So now, brothers, this is what I'm talking about. And this is something, truthfully, this ain't the first time we heard this stuff. This ain't the first time. This is not the first time. I remember when 9/11 hit. Kanye West, he was absolutely upset because he started voice. No. That was a different one. I'm sorry, not 9/11 for him. I'm thinking about things that took place in Louisiana when that barge broke and all that flooding and Katrina. But this situation here, like I was saying about Charlie Kirk, this is Satan's system. If he got to sacrifice his own people, brothers and sisters, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. I'm not even trying to fool myself to believe in everything that comes on the news. And truthfully, brothers and sisters, neither should you. Because what? He is the father of the lie. He can make a lie look like it's an angel. He just got that gift. But we have a gift also, and that discernment that comes from the Most High. That's what we have. All right, hold on. Let me pull up the other one. Let me take this one down. Wait a minute. All right. Okay. Now let me play. Wait a minute. Hold on. Sister Melody. Let me do it this way, sis. I truly believe that 9/11. Sister, that's what they're talking about. They starting to go back and look at all of that. They was pulling up tapes, and they was pulling up the tapes when the planes, flew into the building and everything. And so, no, this shouldn't have went down this way. I said the building was built. They was like breaking it down to the science. They needed a reason to do what they needed to do in order for the people of this country to have their support, they needed to maneuver their mindset. And maneuver mindset they did. That's what they did. And you're right. You're so right, Sister Melody. If a system got to go down, they're going to take the system down, brothers. If a system got to go down, they're going to take it down, no matter how you're looking at it. And then at the same time, you're talking about let me put it this way. It's like you're looking at two systems. And it's like one is fighting against the other. And I'm not even talking about Israel. Israel is not fighting. That's one thing we're not doing. You got a system that wants to monitor everything that you're doing, right? You got a system that is that's pushing AI into everything. But then you got another system that said, oh no, this system needs to be destroyed. We need chaos. That's exactly what we got going on. They're monitoring you with flock cameras. Brothers and sisters, I installed this stuff. It's not good. If you have, hold on. You say, let me do it this way, Brother Robert. Let me do it this way. Brother Mike, the United States wants to, off the top, frame Iran for doing something that the United States is going to do. Brother Robert, please, that is not none of our business. Yeah, they're going to do it. Only thing we can do, continue to do, hey, we let the people know, hey, this is what the Most High said. This is what's going to be done, and things of that nature. Whether they listen to you or not, hey, that remains to be seen. It ain't gonna be nothing. It ain't nothing pretty to see. Don't get me wrong. And Brother Robert, I'm not shooting you down. I agree. I am agreeing with you. But when it's all over said and done, it's gonna be you and your wife and your children. You holding their hands and your brothers and sisters. Hey, we're moving this way. That's what it's gonna boil down to being. Truthfully, when it's all over said and done, that's going to be all of our movement. Because the Most High said, we following him, we gonna move, we go We're going to move in a totally different direction. This wicked system, yes, it's going to do with it. But are we, what's the word? Are we unaccustomed to them dropping bombs in the United States? No. One was reported in Black Wall Street. One was done back in 1980. Was it 84? Oh, but you trust and believe. They ain't gonna show that on the news. 1980 something is when they dropped that other bomb in this Black City. So now what? It ain't like they're not used to doing it. They are accustomed to doing it. It's like, let's just drop a bomb on the niggas. Now it's like, now we need to drop the bomb just on the people, period. And they're doing it. They're talking about it. Shh, man, please. I see what you're saying, Brother Robert. I do, but I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I'm like, me and mines. Y'all want to take our book and lie about it, teach a lie. And we wake up, we understand what was said and what needs to be done, and we taking it back the way it should be done. That's what we did. Sister Melody, everything they've been are still doing in the dark. Sister, the thing about the dark is this. They lit the light. Sis, they lit the light, showing what they're doing, talking about what they're trying to do. And it's like, they're not trying to hide it no more. Sister, let me say it this way. We got family members still stuck in Christendom. The Most High said this. What was done in the darkness shall come to the light. Sister, that's the reason why I don't worry about the awakening. What they told our people still in Christendom, the Most High says it's going to come to the light. Then that's when that free will kicks in, sis. Free will is going to kick in then. If they want to go off and believe in the lie, trust and believe, they're going to go on that road. But the Most High is going to give them that open opportunity to see the light, to understand where the lie started and where the lie is and what you need to do about it. Please, Sister Melody, correct me if I'm wrong, sis. So, Brother Robert, you're right. They're very predictable. So predictable. You know what? I kid you not, Brother Robert. It's like I need to take a few dollars and put it in the market because they are so predictable and make money off of their sinful conduct. Man, please. This is what they're doing. This is what their own people now stepping up, saying this. You got what? They just got through having a birthday, didn't they? A 250-year birthday. And now this is what the people is talking about. This is not nothing that's should be shocking. But they will be the first people to get out there and say, hey, this is a great country. The strongest country in the world. This is what they do. This is what they say. They got themselves. This is a very bad situation. And brothers, like I said, when it comes to this parading of Yah's people, and truthfully, brothers, when it's all over said and done, the Most High is not taking our family, his people, he's not casting them away like that. Yeah, we know what Hollywood can do, and it has done. And yeah, we may speak on some things, say, hey, y'all need to get up out of that. And truthfully, they do. The Most High has shown his stance for the entertainment. He's begging his people to come out. He has a desire for no one to be destroyed. But the devil has taken his people. Now, I don't care, brother. I don't care if it was like 5 Negroes in Hollywood, right as we speak, right down to this very day. The most I go take them is like, man, you got 144,000 of my people up in there. You're going to let them go. I don't care if it's one. The Most High is all about, you're going to let that one go. This is where we are at. Sister Melody. They want to join the Ish. Girl, sister, let me tell you something on that nonsense. Let me finish reading it. Ish, because they know our soldiers are not going to take out their own citizens. Well, please, okay. That little horn, I tell you, that little horn, sis, is a thorn in your flesh. And that's exactly what that thorn is. It's a thorn in the United States flesh. But they rocking with it. And they go deal with it. This, I tell you, brothers and sisters, when you are accustomed to controlling everything, then you come upon that one country that defies your control. You got a problem. Because now you just can't move in on that land because there's other countries you got to contend with. Now, this is their dilemma. And now, truthfully, brothers, I seriously believe we're gonna understand a whole lot more when the Most High said in 1 hour she would be devastated. Now, you got this thing with Iran. That's what the United States got. And I ain't saying we, although we may be living in this vicinity or this captivity, it is still not we. It's them. When it's all over said and done, it's them. Then you have Russia, you have China, you have, and the one that's sitting off in the cut that people are not talking about, North Korea. That's that little pimp that's sitting off in the cut. That's not saying very much. And then at the same time, you're trying to get something started domestically. This is the one country, just one country just doing all of this stuff here. And at the same time, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Then this same country is trying to get something popped off with Cuba. Come on now. Moving all over the world. At first it was Greenland, then it was Venezuela. Now, Cuba. It's like on the chopping block. Brothers, you want to talk about 1 hour? I can see it now. I can see it. If you want to talk about a renewed hatred, yeah, don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters. When I was talking about the renewed hatred, especially in the song I just played, A World of Lies, that's based upon a renewed hatred. But what do you think these countries are, where their hatred is going? That hatred is looking at one particular place where it's supposed to be. This dominance of a nation, that's where that hatred is supposed to be going to. And at the same time, they still working on the hatred against you, against us. You would think, hold on, pimp. You got enough going on. Don't you think you would think that you need to cool it down? But no, they're not doing it. They feeling themselves. They are accustomed to believing what we want, we get. But they're about to get hemmed up. The Most High said 1 hour she will be devastated. And we're talking about globally. We're talking about globally. Wherever she may have her hands in it. That horror, as the Bible say, It's going to get it. You're talking about doubled what she has done is going to be laid down upon her. 1 hour? Yes. Is that 1 hour adding in a massive evacuation? Maybe. But you talking about something that's going to be, it's going to be biblical, period. Out of all the stuff that has been done, you know, back in the days, what was it, 90s? You know, they had the slang, payback as a mother. Y'all remember that? Yeah. This is going to be the payback of all, period, of this woman, this beast system. This is what we're looking at. They talk this stuff, or not they, the system. The system knows we can hold the attention of the world, and Satan knows it. Who do you think Satan is using, brothers? Just to give you a small example. Y'all remember that show Friends, where it seemed like they didn't have no black friends? Where do you think that show come from? What do you think what show they was looking at to get them to spin off of another show? And that was called Living Single. Queen Latifah, who else was it? Queen Latifah, I forgot the other women's. It was like 4 or 5 of them. And 2 brothers. That's how that show came about. They looked at those brothers and sisters show, and they said, we could do a spinoff like this. That's how they got it started. Truthfully, that's how when you start looking at a lot of their shows, that's how they got started, by looking at the black shows, our shows. They seen they can hold an audience. They looked at it, they analyzed it. Hey, we got to do the same thing in order to hold the audience attention. Come on now. Kim Fields. Thank you, Sister Cynthia. Kim Fields. Brother, I said this some time ago. Sister Melody, yes, Hashatan is roaming around the world, hungry, attacking all that would devour innocent. I mean, he's doing it. I mean, he's scared, sister. He's scared. If you want to talk about fear, all the fear he brought up on the Most High's people, is eating them up. You talking about living? Oh yeah, you come to understand. He loves living. But he reneged on that. He reneged on life when he came up against the Most High. You had to be in a certain position to sit up here and put yourself in a position that you know you come up against life itself. He didn't think that through. And for the fact that he did not think it through, he must pay the ultimate penalty for it. You came up against your creator. Not only did you come up against him, you wanted what he got. So you couldn't get it, so you lied on him. You called your creator a liar. That's what Hashatan did. That's what he did. And he's taking the lie down. He's taking the lie to the second death. How deep it may be, he's going to it. He heard the Most High's name, he shuddered. Him and the demons, they shudder. No, they ain't on that show. Sister, they have not one black. They at least could have had a janitor, a black janitor. They didn't have that. And you know, when I looked at, but truthfully, I never looked at the show. Never looked at it. Never looked at it. Because when it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, the day that the Most High said it is enough, and he says, my people, get up and get out. They're not going to have a reference point any longer. They will not have a reference point any longer. We're going to be too far. Our distance is going to be too, no, it just ain't going to happen. They will not understand how we speak going forward. I'm talking about after this greater exodus. What type of swag do they have? They will not know. What's the latest dressing code? They will not know. They will not know. Truthfully, that's their fear. Hey, they say black people go back to Africa. Oh, but then the moment you say, all right, let me pack my bags again. Or wait a minute, well, why are you moving so fast? I mean, can you just slow down a moment? That's the world. You can go, but you know, you need to slow down what you're going. Did not Pharaoh do the same thing? Did he not do the same thing? He understood who those people were. This awakening, brothers, yes, it's a fear. But with that fear that they got, they do not want to turn around and repent. Because that's what it boils down to being when it's all over said and done. It's them turning around and repenting. Because once you understand who these people are, you turn around and you repent. They're not trying to do that. And this is the reason why I said a couple of weeks ago about believing Gentiles. You're not going to supersede Judah, period. I don't care how much you think you know about the Bible, how much you may read the Bible. But the moment that you think that you can supersede just even one, and I'm talking about a baby who don't even speak, the moment you have inside your heart that you think you're going to supersede that child, you just sit up here and you just may be dipping off into the lake of fire. It's just that real with the Most High. Judah can't overstep Yahusha. We understand where we're standing at. But if you coming off from a place where you are accustomed to getting things your way, this is a totally different world. Totally different world and a different movement altogether. It's the reason why the Most High said, nation will come to his people bowing down at their feet. It's a reason why the Most High said that. And if you're not holding on to that, and you still believe in something that you call accustomed to this system, oh, you hemmed up already. And I'm not saying this just to be hateful or be coming off on a wrong way. The same thing applies to Israel. We went through that. They started crossing Moses and Aaron. The Most High dealt with his own people. What makes you think he's not going to deal with you if you have that mindset? Sister Melody, hold on. Let me see. All right, there's one. This Cynthia, they will send species to the gun. Hold on, sis. Yeah. Hey, you know, I'm gonna say it this way, Sister Cynthia. They're gonna use AI They will use AI. They go like, well, we got rhythm. Yeah, by means of AI, you got a rhythm. Okay, it is what it is. But the system in which we're living in, brothers, and especially the times in which we're living in, and how the devil is bringing the Most High's people and taunting him. That's He's doing it. He got our people speaking, saying this is our culture. And anything that's in the music, Hollywood, and that they're doing, they're trying to attribute that to culture. And truthfully, when it's all over said and done, some grievous, sinful things are entwined in that culture. Oh, you can be who you want to be. Do who you want to do. That's what Satan has maneuvered. The Most High's people. He used their poverty, sickness, and any and everything against our people. And we came in. We came in. We didn't want to be poor no more. We want to make sure that we eat. Now, the food that we eat now, yeah, it's very questionable now. Everything about this Satan system is questionable. But AI is trying to get to a point where you don't have to ask questions no more. You just need to listen and obey. That's the system that they're pushing. And when brothers, and I'm going to be talking about this, algorithm, brother, when it's all over said and done, that's another word of the system saying, this is the spirit of the world. They keep on talking that stuff, talking about that rhythm and things of that nature. Brothers, please. That's the system that they own. Brothers and sisters go in there and say, you know what, my videos is not taking up like they used to and things of that nature. They control the system. They want to make like it's a system that runs upon its own. It does not. It does not run upon its own. It does not. Satan is trying to maneuver things as if he has he do got a spirit now, a wicked one, but a system that runs freely upon its own. That's that. And what's a lie when it's all over said and done? It does not run upon its own. He's trying to be like the Most High. And I say, try it. The system is going to collapse. The Most High does not collapse. He remains ever. There's no end to it. Satan, you come up against he came up against the Most High. He has to have an end. And everything about his system must fall. Period. That's what it must do. Now, within all of that musting and everything, lies and everything the lies are going to be built and things of that nature off the top, brothers and sisters. The lies are going to be there. But the Most High has given us discernment, and he intended on us to use it. All money is not good money. Put it that way. It's not. You can work. I seen some guys say, man, I wouldn't mind doing that job. Man, they putting in all of all that overtime, and I'm like, man, please. And I'm like, man, ain't nobody trying to do no 14, 15 hours. No, a dead man can't spend no money. Because when it's all over said and done, it's a plot that the devil has put out. Keep the man busy. He ain't gonna have no time to think. He ain't gonna have no time to say, you know what, I'm gonna start my own business. You keep that man busy, that man and that woman. Oh, please don't let them be husband and wife in Satan's system. And then they have the audacity to talking about our marriage has ran its course. That's the dumb stuff they talk about now. But it's a plot. It's a plot to wear you out. Man, the saints must be worn out. And brother, you want to talk about you getting them going to work and your wife, both of y'all working full-time jobs? Oh, please don't let both of y'all be professionals. And I'm saying professionals, like I'm talking about you high-end people. You making, both of y'all making six figures. Both of you coming home tired, stressed out because you're dealing with some stuff that's off the chain. And I'm talking about the husband and wife. So what do you think you're going to have? You're going to have frustration. Oh, please don't have no kids in the middle. Because you look, they need attention. They need to be fed. They need help with homework. You're tired. And I'm talking about the husband and wife. Oh, yeah. When I say the system is a setup, it's a setup, brothers. And it's truthfully set up against you, Israel. Yeah, making all that money, you ain't got no time to spend it. And but then when you do thinking that you're taking a vacation, no, you ain't taking no vacation. You just sleeping. That's all you're doing. You catching up on a whole lot of sabbatical Sabbath. That's all you doing. Trying to, at least. That's all you're doing. Don't let this world continue to fool us. And I say this all the time, brothers. This is that get out moment. This is that if we would have known, but the world did not, they did not, let our people know of the advantages of things, stock market. Don't get me. I used to day trade and run my business all at the same time, but I couldn't. Well, I found it more difficult. The trading, I mean, I was doing pretty good with trading, but I liked the business that I was doing, and so the trading, it faded on out. It did. It faded out, and so now I'm looking at it. Well, let me go ahead and renew. I'm still doing the business, but the business, this stuff is getting played because I'm like now. I mean, a few minutes ago, I was just trying to figure out what city I was in because I mean I'm all over the place now, and this stuff is getting played, and I can't continue to roll about like this. No, I got to work a lot more smarter than harder. That's me personally, and I will say that to brothers and sisters. Period. If you can find a way that, shoot, man, truthfully, if you can make a slave out of your money, slave on. That's my encouragement. Slave your money out. Be smart about it, where it can open up more time and opportunities for you to do the Most High's will. If it's the will for you to like if you got it where you have your money moving, where you're able to live off of it, and you say, you know what, I wanted to do my own garden, do it. That's going to help you get out of the system. You go, brothers and sisters, if you got to pimp the system, pimp the system. What do you think the system is doing with you? The system uses its money. It uses just regular old bills against you. You know for a fact your electric bill, it has to be paid. It just takes funds to do that. You just can't call them and say, out of love and kindness, keep my electricity on. They're gonna look at you like you're crazy. But the system, brothers, is built to keep you occupied. With being occupied, you're talking about maintaining some stress, frustration, all of the above in Satan's system. The Most High is telling us to wake up, separate ourselves. Don't let the system use you. And this is that time, brothers, when you have to pray to the Most High to give you knowledge in order for you to work the system to keep you out of the system. Because when the system collapses, you go stand because you know exactly who you rely upon. That's the Most High, what he is encouraging his people to do. And we're living testimonies right to this very day as to what we need to do. Now, keep on going about saying this and saying that, brothers and sisters. Now we got to start putting it into motion. I did. I started. I did. I started. I did. Whew, don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters. There's a measure of frustration that goes with it. Trials, tribulations. I did. Now I say some things, and there's some things I won't say no more. I know I used to say it years ago, but one brother and his sister brought it to my attention. He said, "Brother Mike, you gave some good advice about a particular business, but you said it all over the microphone. The world heard it. What do you think the world is going to do?" And so I learned to shut up. I learned to shut up. And I see, like with this particular brother who self-taught himself to making fuel out of plastic. That brother stressed out. One of his partners, they said something happened to him where he's no longer amongst the living. The brother who figured out how to make a car run off water, his life was taken in a grocery store shooting of an all-black neighborhood store. He was caught up in that mayhem. That's the thing. The world is wicked. The world knows where they get their money from and how they get their money. They know if you come about saying you can do this here, you got to be taken down. There's this sister, and it was a couple of years ago, and she appeared one time on Roland Martin's show. The sister, she found the cure for cancer. That is an overwhelming billion-dollar industry. I haven't seen this in a long time. I don't know if she's still amongst the living or what. But no, the powers that be knows that that's a problem. Dr. Sebi was a problem. Took some people in there before the course and showed that, hey, they had HIV. He laid it down and I cured them. Where do you think these brothers and sisters are getting this knowledge from, brothers and sisters? Who do you think is giving them the strength to do these things? Could it, please? We know it's the Most High. It don't make sense asking that question. He's coming up against the nation. If we're not going to, the Most High go push you into it. He's going to let the world know this is my servant. These are my people. If you're moving slow, trust and believe. Then you look at you. I told you, you need to get you a pair of Nikes or something. You need to move a little bit quicker. If you're moving too slow, the Most High go push you, because he's going to show the world who you are and who you are to him. We just can't be sitting dormant any longer. No, this is a movement. This is exactly what he's showing the world. If he got to push his people to show the world, hey, these are the people I love. The ones that you said, this here, and all the name calling you called, these are my people. I don't know. I know when I lived in the projects, when there was an altercation between a child and another child, that mother or father would take that child by the hand, walk over to the other people's house, and voice their opinions. It was the Most High doing the same thing. He go bring his people to the world. These are my people. You don't touch my people. I brought my child over here. You did this. You took it too far. That's what the Most High is doing. He's putting you on blast. Period. Sister Melody, wow. Sounds like this unveiling was an impossible setup. Hey, let me tell you something, sis. The Most High, and the things that we're going through, the things we are literally witnessing, this is just me. I can't see this lasting much longer. I'm talking about let me just take the brothers out of the equation. And let me just stick with the world, what the world is talking about. The world is looking at 2030 like, hey, there's something special about the year 2030. Now, I know there's some brothers out there talk about in between the year 2027. Well, truthfully, 2026 on up to 2030. The world is saying the same thing. And we just take the brothers and sisters out of the equation. The world. So, hey, however this stuff is moving, brothers, we still, when it's all over said and done, we must maintain our stance for the Most High. This awakening is absolutely real. And it's going, and then now the time where it is so real is when we're being gathered to get up out of here. You want to talk about an Ark of a Covenant moment? You leaving? You literally laying eyes on this Ark of the Covenant? His people? In that possession? Oh, yeah. Please. Because right now, we are witnessing a gathering. A gathering. The meetings of the minds. Gathering of a people. An encouragement of a people to the people. And when I say to the people, I'm talking about our family members who still may be, asleep in this system. But that's going to come to an end. The Most High already said, what was done in the dark shall come to the light. What they lied to you about in the darkness, the light is going to be shed upon that lie. And it's going to be undeniable. You can't say, well, I don't understand. No, that will not exist. You will understand. These last days, brothers and sisters, is not something that we want to take for granted. Sister Melody, let me see. Neither can I, Brother Mike. This thing is winding up. And winding up fast. You said that. Yes. Truthfully, Sister Melody, there are so many different. Truthfully, I think this is just me, sister. I seriously believe that there are some prophecies that is happening we're not paying attention to, like this past what was it, August 12th and all that stuff happening, talking about there gonna be an eclipse and all that stuff. To a certain degree, so this is just me. I think part of that was spiritual, and scripturally. That's just me. That's just me on that one. I mean, I just can't see something like that just happening, just to be happening. You know. Oh no, Sister Cynthia, we ain't talking about touching that ark now. I mean, we can just look now, and I mean, when I say look, I mean look at a distance. You know, but yeah, Sister Melody, that's what I'm talking about. That was, you know, I seriously believe there's something that happened. I mean, there are some brothers and sisters talking about it, but then at the same time, let's not, you know, I don't want to, you know, just take everybody's word for what they're saying. I mean, I want to listen to it, analyze it, pray on it, things of that nature, and see, you know, does it really truthfully have merits? But because truthfully, everything that I was taught from Christianity, and I ain't gonna say everything, but for the vast majority of it, yes, I had to, you know, kick it, you know, put it to the side. I had to. I was led to. Matter of fact, let's do it that way. It ain't the fact that I did it upon my own flesh, but when the Most High moves upon you, when He's showing you, hey, and then, like I said, I always said this. Romans chapter 11, and that's, you know, that's what got things started with me. I'm like, it's written here. Paul said this here. Paul said that there. The Israel is not done away with, but you teach that Israel is done away with. I can't get away from that. And now, you know, Sister Melody, and the thing about it is this: that scripture, that particular scripture, has been in all the Bibles for all these years. And I had got baptized as Jehovah's Witness when I was in 1984. And it never stood out to me. Never stood out to me. It was just, I was dumb as a doorknob. Did not understand. Just went with the teaching of this particular religion and called it truth. I tell you, if the Most High can blind your mind, we was blinded. It was not that time for us to understand that one small scripture. He told that. Did he not tell Daniel? Daniel, seal it up. Seal it up until the end times. And here we are, Sister Melody, end times. Sister, it just blows me away. I'm serious. It just blows my mind how we can go through life reading the Bible and believing these teachers, but then when the Most High steps on the scene, he's out. No, I'm gonna open up your eyes. And that's when your eyes really open up. You see this stuff because he knew. Sister Melody, Sister Cynthia, Brother Robert. Oh, it's going to be one scripture that's going to stand out that you just cannot get over, and that's going to be your basis for your faith, because you're like, no, you're not going to overteach me. You're not going to underteach me on this scripture here. The Most High knows which one was you going to stick with. Because that right there, that one scripture is going to take you through the complete Bible. It's going to take you back to the laws. And it did just that. One scripture with this awakening. And that's how the Most High moves. And now look at it. Look at all of these brothers and sisters that woke up. They start to do something that they did when we was a child. We questioned some things, not knowing that question was going to come back and open up our eyes. That's what it did. And we have a foundation, brothers and sisters, that it's like, it is absolutely unshakable. And the world can't stand it. The world can't stand it. They knew you in religion. Oh, we know these some religious black people, these black folks. That's how they looked at us. They some religious people. Oh, they didn't count on the awakening. Now, let's just take, and I'm going to say this pretty, because I'm not going to be on much longer. Let's just take all of the disobedience Israel did to the Most High. In and out of slavery. One moment we with the Most High, one moment we against the Most High. But he put up with that nonsense. That's what he did. He put up with that nonsense. We pushed out to him. He kept saying, look here, there's nobody stronger than me. I am the one who can save you. I'm the one who can restore you. He kept saying the same old thing. Then when Israel pushed him so far, hold on, all righty. Y'all want to get down this way already. I'm going to let these Babylonians come in and take you. I'm going to let these Assyrians come in and take you. And then after so long, now the Most High, he gave out the punishment. Yeah, you're going to be in Babylon for 70 years off the top. You ain't getting out no sooner, no later. You coming out after 70 years. And what? Boom, 70 came on back out. This is the last one, brothers. In this last captivity, the devil is taking, he's pushing the Most High's people into his face, showing all of their sins. That's what he's doing. You don't do that and think you're going to continue to live. You don't do that and think you're going to live. Shalom, shalom, Kim Terry. You don't do that. But he's, hey, you ain't got nothing to live for. He knows that eventually he's going to step into that mighty hand of the Most High for judgment. He can't even imagine what type of destruction he's going to go through. He can't. What the Most High said, yo, one day you want to die. But then what did he say? Oh, and then you're going to be resurrected. That's a hope. The devil don't have that. He can't even spell it. Cannot even spell it. You want to talk about an individual that's hemmed up, that's him. We, brothers, hold on to the Most High. Now, I'm going to say this. That's the reason why I make music right now to this very day. Something that we can hold on to. The world throw out some stuff out there, some wicked spirit music and things of that nature, just to keep you entertained mentally, some of it spiritually. But if they can sit up here and throw out that type of music, brothers and sisters, we should be able to do the same thing. Music that refreshes the soul. Music that encourage brothers and sisters to hold on. Music that brothers and sisters pray over so that you can have a good spirit and that you maintain your spirit with the Most High. We should be doing this. We should be doing the same thing when it comes to the world. This is what you got to combat the world with. The world, we have been before this awakening, brother, we were bombarded with the world's spiritual nonsense. It was wrapped up in it. Oh, please don't let me go back down in the 90s, brothers and sisters. You talking about being on here for another 2 or 3 hours. I ain't trying to do that one. Let's not go down through the 90s. But this is what we are at right as we speak. We are here to encourage brothers and sisters to hold on. Maintain your allegiance to the Most High. Always looking upon him, calling upon him, believing in him. Don't cut his hands off. Don't tell me, brothers, please don't ever tell me what the Most High won't do when they're dealing with his people. If there's a way, his people needs to be saved, trust and believe. There's nothing that he cannot do to save his people. I don't care if he got to make them vanish. Who was this? Kim Terry. A group of people looking for him. They're trying to do him or her do something. No, the Most High got to make you disappear. So be it. You'll be invisible. You will be invisible. Don't cut his hands off. If he, let me just go back to this here. What's his name? Lot. When those men was trying to get to those angels, what did the Most High do? The angels struck them with blindness. They couldn't see. They could not see. So now, those angels, Lot, his family, just bobbing and weaving through this crowd because that crowd was still trying to get to those angels, being blind. Now, if you want to talk about being blinded with sin, they were still trying to get to those men, being blinded. That's how wicked Sodom was. They were still trying to get to those angels. Pimp, you blind. What can you possibly try? What? That was a sign to let you know, hey, you need to straighten something out. The world is on the same path. The world is on the same path. When there is a person that is going to be destroyed or is been destroyed, the Most High seen that person's heart. He knew. Same thing with Satan. He knows his heart. He uses free will against himself. That's what he did. And the same opportunity, brothers, is being put before our faces. How are we going to use our free will? Don't use it against yourself. Don't use it for yourself. Use that free will to do the Most High's will. He just told you he is life. Choose your free will to choose life. That's all this is about. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong. This is what this is about. This ain't about, when it's all said and done, brothers. We may have brothers and sisters, we didn't have words, we ain't spoken in some years or whatever the situation may be. It is what it is. But when it gets down to it, if me and Sister Melody got into it, and she called me a backsliding Negro, so be it. But when Sister Melody get down, Brother Mike, I'm in trouble, I need help, so and so. You know what we supposed to do? Where you at, sis? All that nonsense supposed to be, put behind you. Where you at? What you need? This is what we supposed to be doing, period. I don't care how you look at it. I don't care how angry you may be at your brothers, because when it's all over said and done, when that brother or sister need you, you don't show up, trust and believe, you're going to step up to that throne of the Most High. You're going to stand in judgment. You're going to know when to let go of some nonsense. When that brother or sister call, I don't care if you ain't spoke to that brother or sister in 30 years, but when that one day come, and trust and believe it's going to come, and you do nothing, you're going to stand before that judgment seat. This is the reason why the Most High said, let that nonsense ride. If there's a disagreement with you and your brothers and sisters, take care of that real quick. Because the Most High don't want to judge you. He's putting it back into your hands. Hey, go over there and break bread with your brother and sister. That's what he's telling us right as we speak before these days come to its end. And trust and believe, like Sister Melody said, these days are moving so smoothly and so quick. You can't keep up with the prophecies now. You got brothers going through here and the book of Revelation. Man, I mean, what? We're just getting accustomed to Matthew chapter 24. Now, the scriptures, truthfully, you didn't jump from Matthew chapter 24. You would like in the middle pages of Revelation. And you're trying to backtrack. And I'm talking about brothers and sisters off the top. Because things are moving smooth, moving quickly. The Most High said he's going to speed it up in his own due time. And brothers and sisters, hey, like I said, don't cut the Most High's heads off. Time is moving quickly. Whew. These last days, brothers. Don't let them know. This is just my encouragement. Whatever work you're doing, brothers and sisters, work your job to work yourself away from the system. That's my encouragement. And however the Most High put it in your heart for you to look at that, understand that, trust and believe. It's going to be in a way that he's going to say to you, get yourself separated from the system. See what the system is trying to do. It's trying to get you trapped in. These 15-minute cities, brothers and sisters, they're popping up like crazy. They're popping up. Satan knows exactly what he's trying to do to a system, to this system. That ain't ours now. Let's not get it twisted. This system is not ours. This is his stuff. And whatever stuff that he wants back, and we may have it, brothers and sisters, give it back to him. Give it back to him. Because when it's all of a sudden done, you'll get it right back. But it's going to be a whole lot cleaner then. It's going to be a whole lot cleaner. This is my encouragement, brothers and sisters. Pray for your brothers and sisters. And as much as it may be a battle, let us not hold on to resentment. That resentment can take us down the road, brothers and sisters. You can never find yourself. It'll be unattainable to get off of that road because the devil he's going to sink his teeth into you if you keep on playing that road. When you find that resentment is deeply embedded in you, pray to the Most High to get it out of you. He's not going to leave you dormant. He's not. He's not going to leave you in the lurch. That's one thing he's not going to do. Yeah, we went through some things. Shalom, shalom, Brother Earl. I'm glad you came in, brother. He's not going to leave you in destitute. The Most High seen the struggles. He's seen what was done to some of his people. And some of the things that have been done, his people, good night. No. At least from what I have known, some brothers and sisters, some things that they had to contend with. The Most High knows his people. He knows he knows how to do it, when to do it. And he knows the ones he's going to judge for what they have done. But he said, still do not hold on to resentment. It'll eat you up. And then at the same time, you stand there while it's eating you up, you stand there before the Most High being judged on it. It's eating you up while you being judged. Because brothers and sisters, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to try to get on out of here. Whatever you're doing right as we speak, whether it's good or bad, you're going to stand before the judgment seat of the Most High. Let's not misunderstand that. If you're stealing and you roguish, you're going to be roguish right on up to the Great Tribulation or the Armageddon. You want to do what you want to do, and you will stand where you want to stand. You will get judged the way the Most High is going to judge you. If you have that, if you got the power to change yourself, change. Your free will, use it. Use that free will where you know for a fact, if I use this free will this way, I'm going to live a whole lot. There's I mean, there would be no end to my life if I go down this road right here. But if I choose my flesh, man, I'm going down the same road with the devil. There's only going to be two roads, brothers. But brothers and sisters, I will say this. Maintain your peace, your shalom with the Most High. Maintain your spirit. Maintain the spirit that leads to life. Because you got two spirits now. We all got two. You know, there's one that leads to life, and there's one that leads to death. That's the spirit of the world. Choose the Most High, like he said. That's my encouragement. Brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. Continue to pray for your brothers and sisters out there. I mean, I tell you what, it's like death is floating through the air. Just lost my uncle. Was it last week? And the thing about it, it was my sister sent me a picture of my uncle. I said, okay. Man, he looked up, like my Uncle Earl. He's deceased also. But my uncle that just died, he's the baby of the family, of his sibling. And so, and then prior to that, there was another sister I knew that she fell asleep in death. And I'm hearing about different brothers and sisters, when it's all over said and done, we're going to get bombarded with sickness and death. It's going to happen. Don't let that, brothers, don't let that take your peace. The Most High already said he's life. He already said he is life. He already told us, I'm gonna bring your people back to life. He told us. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Sister Anita, you lost your uncle? Oh, thanks a lot, Sister Cynthia. Yeah, I'm just looking at a lot of things as there was a sis, and the sad thing about it was this, the sister, she called me and told me, Mike, so and so did so and so that, and things, and so she went to the doctor, right? The sister, she went to the doctor, and the doctor saying, okay, you take this medicine here. The doctor gave her some medicine, right? So before they gave her the medicine, they checked her to see was she pregnant. And they said they ran 2 tests on her. She said she wasn't pregnant. The medicine that they gave the sister aborted both of her babies that she was pregnant with. Let me tell you something about this wicked devil. The sister found out she was pregnant with twins. When I say death is flying around, brothers and sisters, with this awakening and all this going, it's real. It is absolutely real. Yeah, it messed the sister up. It did. And you're right, Sister Cynthia, just downright, just plain evil. But this is what we got to contend with, because you, brothers and sisters, woke up and you maintaining your belief. When once I say wake up, start to believe start believing this. You started to wake up, you started to understand who you are. And the more we get deeper and deeper and deeper into who we are, the devil said the more and more obstacles we got to go through. And right now it seems like we're saying, so be it. That's what we're saying, because we know who we serve. I tell you, brothers, I understand a lot of death. I understand a lot. And a brother called me. last week. He told me he fell back in the bathroom. I'm like, bro, you for real? He said, yeah, man. He had to come and take me to the hospital. He told me, man, I got, what did he say? He had blood clots. And I'm like, man, you getting blood clots from? The cancer that's in his esophagus, it started to bleed. And I'm like, where's that coming from? He said they gave me some medicine. The medicine caused the ulcer to bleed. And then it started forming blood clot. He had a blood clot in his leg. He had a blood clot in his lung. I was like, bro, are you joking me? So they gave him some radiation to stop the bleeding. Brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. And this is just me. The devil is absolutely just downright wicked. I mean, if there's another word that you can go deeper on wicked, please let me know. But to look at all of this, and then what's so killing about it, I was just checking up on him, and I was checking up on his father. His father just lost his last sibling. He the only one that's left. His sister just died a month ago. She lived right upstairs above him. But we have, excuse me, we have these things we got to go through. We got to go through it because we go have to come to appreciate the position the Most High put us in, placed us in. He's seen Sister Melody. She came into this world. Oh, Sister Cynthia, same one. All you brothers and sisters on this, he's seeing you coming through that bloodline. All right, we're gonna hold on to these here to the end times. And here we are. That generation of that ending of the 400-year prophecy. Hold on to that privilege, brothers. Hold on to that. You're that generation. We are that generation. That's who we are. There's nobody on the side of us, on either side of us. We're all in a generation all by ourselves. Hold on to that privilege. Whole lot of struggle that goes with it, yes. I mean, brother, look, at the same time, we went through this stuff. We nothing about our lives is easy or has been easy. Continue to hope in the Most High. Pray to him constantly, brothers. Always knowing that Yahushua HaMashiach, hey, he's that one that bled for us. Hold on to the promises that he pushed out, he gave out. That's what we need to be holding on to. You brothers and sisters, be safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel. This is Satan's system. And anything he need to be doing, he can get it popped off. Pay attention to the signs and symbols that we're seeing, the signs that we're seeing in the last days. This earthquake that's hitting all these different countries. The Most High said these things will be happening. And this is the reason why I said that you have the prophecies of Matthew and things. And brothers, you gotta jump over to Revelation good night, because you're looking at some things like, hey, this look like Revelation. It's like you reading between Matthew, not even Matthew. You talking about some of the Old Testament along with Matthew and the book of Revelation, all at the same time. This is what we got. This is what we are being bombarded with. The Most High said he's going to speed it up. He's speeding it up. You brothers and sisters, stay prayed up. And on that note, I would say shalom.